Good morning, folks. This is Andrea from Sony A7rV. Today we are going to talk about the 2022 roadmap. The idea came because a Japanese website called A9III took all my rumors I posted in the past months and made a nice summary. I figured that I have to do this too and add some comments and also some updates because there are many things that A9III missed or in the meantime have changed. Before we start, please take time to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button on the right to be sure to get notification when there is a new video, because there will be really plenty of stuff to talk about in the upcoming months. So what's coming in 2022? Let's start with the cameras. Right now there should have been a camera announcement, and it would have been the new A7rV entry-level compact camera. This was supposed to be announced around February-March and be in the market now. Well, Sony scrapped that launch. The camera will be announced, if we're lucky, in November-December 2022, or end of the year. The reason for that is because of the massive sensor situation. Sony cannot even ship the PlayStation 5, so that's going to be a leitmotif of the year when stuff is actually going to be available on the market. In general, it looks like all camera manufacturers are delaying the launch of their entry-level cameras and in favor of the high-end models. I guess it has to do with economy of scale, because to make entry-level camera is profitable, you need to produce them in mass, and the profit margins are very thin. And of course, if you want to get the sensors now, you have to pay an extra for it, and you can do that with the high-end cameras. You cannot do it with low-end cameras. So the new Sony A7rV entry-level camera is coming late 2022 at earliest. Before that, the first camera we might get is a new E-mount Cine camera that should be announced sometimes in summer. I have been told it's actually quite a cool camera. I don't know if it's named FX1 or something like this. No idea at the moment. I have no solid info yet. All I know for sure is that it's going to be announced sometimes in summer, and only after that camera we'll get there finally to the new Sony A7rV. This will be definitely one of the highlights of the year. I'm 100% sure it will be on market in autumn. So that's a fix for me. There's many sources telling me this, so there will be no surprises here. What to expect from this camera are, of course, the normal updates we got on the A7 IV, which means all the updated menu, the kind of layout of the camera is about the same. New high resolution EVF, of course. The big question is about the sensor. There are currently two kind of rumors going around. One saying that it will keep the same resolution, but just have a new sensor with improved dynamic range and faster readout. The second option would be to go for a higher resolution sensor, around 100 megapixels. We know Sony makes those kind of sensors. They are selling them to third-party manufacturer, to other companies. There is, for example, a 102 full-frame sensor. But I think the A7rV will eventually get a tweaked version or another version of that sensor. The reason why it makes sense for Sony to go for a higher resolution sensor is simply the competition, because we know that Canon might announce such a higher resolution sensor, and it would make sense for Sony to not lag behind this. So although I'm not sure what kind of sensor we will get now, my guess is that it will be around 100 megapixels or slightly below that. It will also likely have 8K 30p recording, 4K 60p recording. Nothing to don't expect this to be a video-centric camera. The video will be a secondary feature of the camera. Then let's move on to the A9III, which originally was planned to be announced in late 2022. I guess it has been delayed to early 2023. The big discussion here is also like similar with the A7R5, if to stick to the current 24 megapixel resolution or go for a higher 33 megapixel sensor. From what I've heard, the feedback from most photographers was that it has to use the higher resolution sensor. Let's see if that's the case. But still, it's the A9III is still far out. I wouldn't speculate too much yet, and I wouldn't hope for that camera to be announced in 2022. The last camera to talk about is the famous surprise camera. Solid sources told me there is a new kind of camera coming from Sony. Last time I heard about such a similar rumor was a couple of years ago before the A7C announcement. The sources still didn't tell me what it is. So I don't know if this, for example, will be like a new APS-C mount model that didn't exist before, something like an A7000, or if it's going to be a new kind of full-frame camera, for example, a Z9 competitor with a built-in vertical grip or whatever, or if it's going to be the very fancy new medium format system. No idea. I hope I will get some info about that soon. But there is definitely evidence enough for me that such kind of camera is expected to be teased in 2022. Let's see if the sensor worldwide shortage didn't mess up that roadmap or that idea from Sony. I don't know, but at the moment it still looks like there will be some kind of hinting about this model. Let's move on to lenses. We know for sure next week, April 27, Sony will announce the 24-70 GM2 version. It will be the lightest 24-70-8 zoom on the market. It will be compact. It will be optically improved. It's something like the 72 GM2 just in 24-70 version. I've been told Sony will keep updating all the E-mount lenses, and so expect also other current lenses to be updated this year, next year, and the coming years. What about new lenses? After the 24-70 GM2, we will get new APS-C A-mount lenses. That's for sure. That's an info I got from a very solid source. I will share the specifics of those lenses sometimes in early May. Another reason to subscribe to the channel to get the news here first. There is also rumor about the 85 GM 1.2. I still have no exact ETA for this one. Maybe it will arrive sometimes in summer, but I'm still not sure about this. There were rumors about a 28-75 2.8. I still don't know. Also in that case, when the lens will be announced. There should be also a 100mm 1.4 GM. I expect this one maybe to come in autumn, not earliest. Then other lenses that were rumored are the 150 400 4.0. Also in that case, I don't know when it's coming. So what I know for sure, 24-70 GM2 next week, new APS-C primes in May, June. That's a solid rumor. There will be also new Sigma lenses coming in the next weeks, the 51.2, 52.0, and the 1628 2.8. I have no exact launch date, but I guess it will be sometimes in early May. I didn't get any rumors about possible Tamron lenses. It has been quite silent the past months. I hope there will be other exciting 2.0 zooms and finally maybe some fast primes, but I have no solid info about that yet. So wrapping up, it has been a slow year so far. Mainly because of the known issues with the sensor market, but it will be very exciting in the second half. So please subscribe to the channel. I promise I will post many exciting news in the coming months, and let's hope I finally get some hint about this famous surprise camera, because of course, being such a vague rumor, everyone is fantasizing about it being that or that camera. One thing sources told me, and you have to keep this in mind, this isn't going to be a letdown like the A7C, which basically was an A7III in another package. This should be really something more high-end and more exciting. Okay, In the comment system, please let me know what you wish this camera to be, what else you want me to talk about, and if you have any questions, reach out to me, no problem. I am here at your service, and let's have some fun together in the upcoming months. See you soon. Bye!